Hey, Shalom, everyone. This is Daniela, aka the Copper Colored Peloton, coming at you guys again. This time, I'm coming at you guys about the situation with, what is his name? His name is, I think his name is Nature Boy. That is his name. For a sec, I couldn't think. I was like, is it Wilderness Boy? No, it's Nature Boy. Man, his many wives. Man, you know, the Most High, He intended for us to have wives and to be with our wives forever. I use the word plural because there's nothing wrong with us having more than one wife. But the thing is that if you have one or 20 wives, you're supposed to keep them forever. You're not supposed to divorce them at all. And Nature Boy, on the other hand, he trades his fucking wives off like they're fucking Pokemon cards and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he gets tired of them, he trades them off. He gives them to other men. He even takes other men's wives. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of wicked shit is that? Yeah, dipping in some other dude's coochie and shit. Like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. And Nature Boy had many wives before he met his, who I call his queen wife, Eliana. Eliana, she's very, very young. She is very young. She's probably like, I think she's like 22 years old, while Nature Boy, on the other hand, is like 30. Okay? It's like 29, 30 years old. He's much older than her. And this dude knows how to manipulate her. He knows how to manipulate other women. Because a lot of those women who joined are young, but she's one of the youngest ones I've seen. I remember there was one with a baby. She had a very young child. She was very young too, but she got the fuck up out of Dodge. She got smart and she got the hell out of there. You know, some women ain't built that smart. Some women ain't built like that, to where they're like, okay, shit ain't right, let me get the fuck out of here. I know how to survive. You know what I'm saying? Eliana, on the other hand, she's very dependent. She's a baby. She's really a baby who ran off with hopes and dreams. And she's been going through shit ever since. I mean, she's been going through a lot of shit, you know, with Nature Boy. And her main issue is that she does not want to be polygamous. And, you know, the last video I seen, which I haven't watched Nature Boy in a while, but I watched this video where she was about to leave. You know, she wasn't saying where she was going, but she definitely said she wasn't going back to Babylon. But she you know, she wanted to run off, and Nature Boy and the other girls there were basically saying like she does this all the time. You know, and really I see this as her doing it for fucking attention. She wants attention. And see, the thing is that when she first got with Nature Boy made a good point. He was like, you know, when we first got with me, we can see this child, I wasn't polygamous, you knew this. And that's correct. You know, a lot of these women, they get into situations that they're not ready for. A lot of these women, they look at videos, they watch other people's Facebooks of people in polygamous relationships, like, oh, I want that. They want it because what they see on the outside, all these videos and these pictures are happy relationships. But what they don't know, what's really going on the inside, is that people are fucking hurt, angry, bitter, all types of fucking negative emotions. You know what I'm saying? But they're just going off of what they're seeing on the outside, you know? Because it's funny, because Nature Boy's pictures had made some rounds on Facebook. And brothers and sisters, even sisters, were using his pictures to justify polygamy. And I'm like, well, do you guys know is that some of those women, one of those women in the picture left his ass that was on his feet, you know, and it was like, oh, this, somebody had captioned like, oh, see, this is what happens when you have polygamy. You're at one, you have, you know, your king has his queens and blah, 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 all this bullshit, all this fucking pseudo bullshit. And now we know a lot of these polygamous dudes ain't achieving, but they were pushing it off on people. And you have people caping for that shit, not knowing that there were underlying problems with those people involved in that picture. You know what I'm saying? And I knew a girl. There was a woman who I was very interested in. You know, I was trying to court her not too long ago, like 2 years ago. And she played the fuck out of me for some guy to be in a polygamous relationship. And she reminds me of Eliana, because she was so for polygamous relationships. And when she got into it, she found out that it wasn't her cup of tea. She was caping for everything. This chick was really caping for it. Like, this is why I want men who are in polygamous relationships are strong. And she bought into all that bullshit. I'm like, so you mean to tell me that a lot of the apostles and prophets who only had one wife, they weren't strong? You know what I'm saying? They're not understanding that these dudes are gaming them just to get them. They're making them believe this bullshit so they can get them. You know what I'm saying? So now the girl who I was trying to mess with, now she had left with dude, ran off with dude and his wife and his children out to Vegas. And boy, was her life hell out there. Her life was hell. My birthday comes around because fun fact, a year ago on my birthday, I had invited her to come out. She played me. She said she would. She lied to me and ran off with that dude, right? The guy who wanted a polygamous relationship with a wife and children already. Played me. I was upset. I was hurt about it, but you know, I moved on with my life. Now I'm engaged, right? So a whole year later, my birthday comes around. I invite my friends and family to a similar spot that I had invited her to. I'm thinking she out of town. Guess who pops up? Her ass. She pops up like, yo, I'm like, what the fuck? It was so awkward. And it was just very awkward. And I really didn't give her much attention. And she was hurt because of that. She ran off, made a commotion, cried, all this other shit. And basically everything had came to a head at that point. You know, she knew she fucked up on what could have been with me, because she see me and my fiance, how happy we were. But also, she wasn't happy in her relationship. And I think that was the majority of what the problem was. That I moved on, I was happy. She moved on, and she's not in a good place. Now she's working at a restaurant. I ain't gonna give out the name, but she works at a restaurant, and life just isn't as good as it could be or could have been. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I have no animosity against her. I hope that she comes up and get everything that she needs in life. But she reminds me of Eliana, because Eliana is the same thing. She's young. This girl was young too. She was like 22 years old at the time also when I was trying to talk to her. And Eliana reminds me a lot of this girl. Very fucking naive. And I even told that chick. I even told the chick I was messing with, like, you're naive. And that's what got you in trouble before. Now you're trying to get in trouble again. I told her that wasn't going to work out. And look, it didn't work out. And, you know, the same thing is with Eliana. You know, Eliana, she's young, she's stupid. She got into this polygamous relationship, and she did exactly what she wanted to do, but it didn't work out for her in the end. See, she was a little manipulator, but what she didn't know is that Nature Boy was letting her manipulate this situation so he could see how loyal and how desperate she was to be with him. So her plan was to work, even though she knew that he was in a polygamous relationship, she was going to try to work her magic to get all of his other women who came before her out of his face and with other men or out of their little nation. And that's exactly what she did. But Nature Boy wasn't happy with that. You know, even after he got even though Eliana got the girls before her gone, Nature Boy was still trying to get more wives added on, because this nigga, he's a fucking whoremonger. He's not doing anything righteously. He's a whoremonger, and that's all he's doing, because those women slept around with multiple guys and continue to do so. So they're whores, and he's a whoremonger, which makes him just as bad as they are. You know what I'm saying? And she's upset because he cannot let his lust go. He can't let his lust go. He loves to be with every fucking woman he can. You know, and she doesn't like it. She thought because She came and laid that pussy on him good and got him to get rid of his other wives before her, and even popped out a fucking baby for him that he will tune up and only want her ass. No, it doesn't. Life doesn't work like that, man. Look, how you got them is how you gonna lose them. That's an old ass saying, and it's something that she should have been taught when she was young. If you get with a cheater, you're gonna be cheated on. Point blank, period. It's very hard to take that out of people. Very hard. Just like they say, you can't take a hoe, you can't make a hoe into a housewife. Same goes for guys. It's very hard to get that out of their system. You know what I'm saying? And she thought she could change them. And that's the problem with a lot of these women. They think they can change men. I want to tell you this, sisters. This is word of advice from a man who's handling his own business, who's not getting women pregnant before they're married, who's waiting for all that. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you this. If a man can't change himself, you can't change him. If a man does not want to change, you cannot change him. And that's probably the best advice I can give you women when it comes to looking for a suitable husband and father for your children. You cannot change a man if he cannot change himself. Point blank, period. I have to tell my sister this over and over and over again. One of my sisters this over and over and over again. You cannot do it. Because if he ain't got the willpower to do it himself, you cannot do it for him. Trust me, just like a woman cannot teach a male child how to be a man. These are things that are impossible for women. You can do your damnedest, but it may amount to nothing. So now Eliana, she's found out the hard way that she fucked up. And she's kind of trapped because now she had this nigga's baby. And now it's very hard for her to leave. Yes, she could leave. But, you know, he doesn't want her to leave. You can tell that your boy does not want her to leave because he keeps manipulating her back into the fold, even though she's not happy. It's obvious that she's not happy. I don't understand why they want to go through hell. But see, now they have to deal with each other because now y'all have a child with each other. And this is going to be the cycle that they're going to go into over and over and over again until somebody leaves or until somebody gets killed. You know what I'm saying? And really, my honest opinion is that Nature Boy is a fucking psychopath. I'm surprised he hasn't killed anyone yet. But see, the only reason why he hasn't killed anyone yet is because he's not that desperate. Why? Because he still has dumb ass fucking women. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Dumb ass fucking women who are walking up into this players club situation. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but fucking pimps up in there. If you want your dick sucked by a different woman every day of the week, go there. Be a guy and go there, because you're gonna have women throwing themselves at you. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't that desperate to kill anybody, to threaten somebody's life to keep him there, because why? He keep having, you know, the flock refreshed with new women all the time. So he's not that desperate. He's not. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to say. I gotta go here to the JOB. But I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Shalom. And guys, don't fall for the bullshit. Polygamy is not what you think it is. Anyway, shalom.